There is a very specific change that happens to our skin chemistry as we move into our 60s and 70s, something that has nothing to do with how often we shower or which soap we buy at the grocery store. It is a natural shift, as normal as gray hair or reading glasses, yet it is rarely discussed openly. We often notice it as a subtle change in how our bedroom smells in the morning or a lingering scent on our favorite comfortable sweater. It isn't a sign of poor cleanliness. It is simply a sign that our body's needs have evolved. Because our skin changes, the way we care for it needs to change too. The routine that worked perfectly well when we were 40 might not be serving us as well today. In this conversation, we are going to walk through a complete, gentle guide to daily freshness that focuses entirely on comfort and health. We will look at the specific spots we often miss, the best fabrics to wear, and simple morning adjustments that can make you feel lighter and more confident all day long. This is about feeling good in your own skin, with practical steps you can use immediately. Understanding how mature skin behaves. Before we talk about specific washing routines, it is helpful to understand what is actually happening on the surface of our skin. When we are younger, our skin is often oily and sheds quickly. But as we pass the age of 60, the skin becomes thinner and drier. At the same time, a specific natural compound, often called nonenal, can start to develop. This isn't a bacteria or a germ. It is simply a byproduct of natural oils breaking down on the skin's surface. The reason this matters is that water alone does not easily wash this compound away. Have you ever tried to rinse olive oil off a dinner plate with just cool water? It tends to stay put. Our skin's natural oils behave in a similar way. This means that a quick rinse in the shower, which might have been fine years ago, might not be doing the job anymore. Let's think about your current shower routine. For many of us, the shower is a quick task. We get in, we wash the main areas, and we get out to dry off before we get cold. It's understandable, but mature skin requires a little more patience. It isn't about scrubbing harder. In fact, scrubbing hard can damage thin skin and make things worse. It is about the method of cleaning. Think of your skin like a delicate silk garment. You wouldn't scrub silk aggressively. You would soak it and gently cleanse it. Your body deserves that same tenderness. Using a mild, moisturizing soap is the first step. Many soaps marketed as deodorant soaps can actually be too harsh, stripping away the good moisture we need. Instead, look for creamy, gentle cleansers that don't leave your skin feeling tight or squeaky. It is also important to consider the temperature of your water. A very hot shower might feel wonderful on stiff joints in the morning, and that is a valid comfort, but very hot water can melt away too much of your natural protective barrier. This can lead to dryness, and interestingly, dryness can trap more odors than well-moisturized skin. If you love the heat, try to lower the temperature just slightly when you are actively washing your skin, or limit the time the hot water hits your back directly. Remember, this isn't about fighting your body. It is about working with it. By acknowledging that our skin has changed, we can stop worrying about smelling old and start focusing on feeling fresh. It is a small mental shift, but it takes the shame out of the equation and replaces it with proactive care. The hidden zones, ears and neck. Now, let's look at the first specific area that often goes unnoticed. It is the area right behind your ears and the crease where your ear meets your head. Think about your morning routine. You might wash your face with a cloth, and you probably wash your hair a few times a week. But that small, tucked-away curve behind the ear is easy to miss. It is a warm, sheltered spot. If you wear glasses, the arms of your frames rest there all day. If you use hearing aids, the device sits snugly against the skin. Even if you don't wear either, that area is naturally protected from airflow. Because it is warm and protected, it collects tiny amounts of sweat, oil, and dead skin cells throughout the day and night. It's very similar to how dust collects behind a dresser that is pushed against a wall. It happens quietly, without us noticing. Over time, this mixture can create a distinct, cheesy odor. Addressing this is very simple and can become a soothing part of your morning. You don't need to be in the shower to do it. In fact, many people find it easier to do at the sink. Take a soft washcloth and run it under warm water. Wring it out so it is damp but not dripping. Apply just a tiny dab of your gentle cleanser. Tilt your head slightly and gently wipe the entire curve behind the ear. Move the cloth slowly from the top of the ear down to the lobe. You might be surprised at how good this feels. It is a sensitive area, and the warmth of the cloth can be very relaxing. Rinse the cloth and wipe away the soap. But here is the most important part: drying. We often towel off our hair and face, but we leave the area behind the ears slightly damp. Bacteria love moisture. So, take a dry corner of your towel and gently press it behind the ear until you are sure it is dry. This small act takes perhaps 30 seconds. Yet, for many people, it makes a tremendous difference in how fresh they feel. Imagine you are hugging a grandchild or a friend. Their face often comes right next to your head and neck. Knowing that you have cared for this specific spot gives you a quiet confidence. You don't have to pull away or worry. Let's also consider the neck itself, particularly the back of the neck where the hairline ends. This is another area where collars rub and sweat collects. If you have limited mobility in your shoulders, reaching back there can be difficult. We will talk more about tools later, but for now, simply being aware of this zone is the first step. When you are washing your face, try to extend that warm cloth around to the back of your neck. It's a refreshing way to wake up, and it keeps oils from transferring to your pillowcase at night. The challenge of the back. Moving down the body, we come to the back. This is perhaps the most difficult area for anyone to clean properly, but it becomes especially challenging as we age. Shoulders get stiff, reaching behind us becomes uncomfortable, and twisting the torso might not be safe for everyone. Because it is hard to reach, many of us rely on the waterfall method. We assume that the shampoo running down from our hair and the water from the shower head is enough to clean our back. While that does rinse away loose dust, it doesn't remove the oils and skin cells that cling to the surface. The center of the back, right between the shoulder blades, is often a no man's land for hygiene simply because we can't get to it. Over weeks and months, this buildup can create a stale scent. It creates a film on the skin that feels slightly greasy to the touch. This isn't just a hygiene issue. It can be itchy and uncomfortable, too. So, how do we solve this without risking a fall or hurting a shoulder? The answer lies in having the right tools. If you haven't already, consider investing in a long-handled body brush or a loofah on a stick. These are available at almost any pharmacy or large grocery store. Look for one with soft bristles. Remember, older skin scratches easily. Treat this tool like a trusted friend in the shower. Apply your body wash directly to the brush. Then, use slow, gentle circles to clean your back. You don't need to scrub hard. The motion of the bristles is enough to lift away the day's accumulation. If holding a brush is difficult due to grip strength or arthritis, there is another wonderful method using a washcloth. Take a standard washcloth or a small hand towel. A longer towel often works better here. Hold one end in your right hand over your shoulder and the other end in your left hand behind your lower back. You can gently seesaw the towel diagonally across your back. It provides a nice stretch for the arms without forcing them into painful positions. There is also the matter of the lower back, right above the waistline. This area is often pressed against chairs when we sit for long periods, watching television, reading, or riding in a car. That pressure creates heat, and heat creates sweat. Even if you haven't been exercising, your lower back might be damp after a long afternoon of sitting. If you shower in the morning, by evening your lower back might need a refresh. You don't need to take a second shower. A simple sponge bath approach before putting on your pajamas can work wonders. Use a warm, damp cloth to wipe down the lower back. It removes the sweat from the day and helps keep your sheets cleaner, longer. Speaking of sheets, this connects directly to back hygiene. Because the back covers such a large surface area, it transfers a lot of oil to our bedding. If you notice your bedroom has a distinct scent, try changing your pillowcases and sheets a little more frequently, perhaps once a week. It supports the work you are doing in the shower. Navigating skin folds and hidden moisture. Our bodies change shape as we age. It is a natural part of life. We might find that our skin is softer, looser, or that we have folds in areas where we used to be firm. This is nothing to be embarrassed about. However, these folds require specific attention because they create what doctors call intertriginous areas, places where skin touches skin. Common areas include under the arms, beneath the breasts, the groin area, and sometimes abdominal folds. These spots are cozy hideaways for moisture. When skin touches skin, there is no airflow. The moisture from perspiration gets trapped and combined with body heat. It allows bacteria to multiply very quickly. This is often the primary source of strong body odors, more so than simple sweat. The golden rule for these areas is clean and dry. Let's start with cleaning. When you are washing, be deliberate. Lift the fold gently with one hand and wash with the other. Use your mild soap. Rinse very thoroughly. Soap residue left behind in a skin fold can be very irritating and cause rashes, which leads to more odor. Now, let's talk about drying, because this is where most people make a mistake. It is not enough to just run a towel quickly over your body. You must ensure these folds are completely dry before you get dressed. If you put clothes on while these areas are damp, they will likely stay damp all day. After your shower, take your time. Pat the area dry. If you have trouble getting it completely dry with a towel, here's a trick that many people find helpful. Use a hairdryer on the cool or low setting. Lift the skin fold and let the cool air circulate for 10 or 15 seconds. It feels refreshing, especially in the summer, and it ensures the skin is perfectly dry. Once the area is dry, you might want to consider a barrier. Some people use a dusting of non-talc body powder. This helps absorb any new moisture that forms during the day. Others prefer a very thin layer of barrier cream, like the kind used for diaper rash, but used sparingly. This prevents friction and keeps the skin healthy. Let's look at a specific example. Think of a woman named Eleanor. She noticed that despite showering every morning, she would catch a whiff of something unpleasant by lunch. She realized she was getting dressed immediately after her shower while her skin was still tacky. By simply waiting 10 minutes to air dry while she did her hair, or using the cool setting on her hairdryer under her arms, the issue vanished. It wasn't a medical problem, it was a moisture problem. Pay attention to your navel, your belly button, as well. It is a deep, closed space. It is very easy to forget to wash inside it. A quick swipe with a soapy washcloth during your shower is usually enough. If you have a deep navel, you might need to use a cotton swab gently after your shower to dry it out. It's a tiny detail, but these details add up to a total sense of freshness. Scalp care and hair health. We often think of hair care as cosmetic, making it look nice or cover gray. But as we get older, scalp health becomes a major factor in how we smell. Our scalp is skin, just like the rest of our body, but it is covered by hair, which traps heat and oil. As we age, our scalp production of sebum, oil, changes. For some, it gets drier and flakier. For others, it can become oily due to hormonal shifts. There is a misconception that older adults don't need to wash their hair as often. While it is true that you might not need to wash it every single day if it is very dry, going too long between washes can allow dead skin cells to pile up on the scalp. This creates a musty scent that is very close to the nose of anyone who hugs you. If you have mobility issues in your hands, washing hair can be tiring. Holding your arms above your head for 5 minutes is a workout. If this is the case, don't be afraid to ask for help or to use a shower stool so you can sit while you wash. This saves your energy and allows you to take your time. When you shampoo, focus on the scalp, not the hair. Use the pads of your fingers to massage the skin. This feels wonderful. It stimulates blood flow and feels like a mini massage. It also loosens those dead skin cells so they can be rinsed away. If you only wash your hair once a week, consider doing a water wash or using a dry shampoo in between to freshen things up. Or simply use a warm, damp cloth to wipe around the hairline and the ears on the days you don't shampoo. This removes the surface oil without the full ordeal of a hair wash. Let's touch on pillowcases again here. Your hair absorbs smells from your environment, cooking odors, smoke, or stale room air. But it also deposits oils onto your pillow every night. If you wash your hair on Monday, but sleep on a pillowcase that hasn't been washed in 2 weeks, your clean hair is soaking up old oils immediately. Changing your pillowcase is one of the easiest, fastest ways to keep your hair smelling fresh. It takes 2 minutes to change, but it gives you 8 hours of clean, fresh contact every night. Also, check your hairbrush. Take a look at it right now. Is there hair trapped in it? Is there a grayish fuzz at the base of the bristles? That fuzz is a mix of dust, oil, and product buildup. If you brush your clean hair with a dirty brush, you are putting that odor right back onto your head. Once a month, soak your hairbrush in a bowl of warm water with a little shampoo. Let it sit for 10 minutes, then rinse it out. It's a simple task that supports your hygiene efforts. Clothing, fabrics, and laundry routines. We have talked a lot about the body, but what we put on the body is just as important. The relationship between mature skin and fabric is significant. Synthetic fabrics, like polyester, rayon, or cheap blends, are very popular because they are durable and don't wrinkle. However, they are essentially plastic. They do not breathe. When you wear a polyester blouse or shirt, the heat and moisture from your body are trapped against your skin. This accelerates the breakdown of sweat and increases odor. Natural fibers are your best friend here. Cotton, linen, bamboo, and light wool allow air to circulate. They wick moisture away from the skin and let it evaporate. If you struggle with body odor, look at your wardrobe labels. Try switching to a cotton undershirt or a cotton nightgown for a week and see if you notice a difference. You will likely feel cooler and fresher. Laundry habits also need to adjust as we get older. Sometimes, to save money or time, we might use a quick wash setting on the machine. But as we discussed, the specific oils produced by older skin, nonenal, are stubborn. They cling to fabric fibers. A quick wash in cool water might not be enough to dissolve them. Try washing your sheets and undergarments in warm or hot water. Check the label first, of course. You might also consider adding a booster to your laundry. A half cup of baking soda added to the wash cycle, or a half cup of white vinegar added to the rinse cycle, can work wonders for breaking down oils and stripping away odors. Don't worry, your clothes won't smell like vinegar. The scent disappears completely when they dry. Another tip regarding clothes involves coats and sweaters. These are items we don't wash after every wear. But if you wear the same cardigan every day for 2 weeks, it will absorb body oils, cooking smells, and environmental dust. Even if it doesn't look dirty, it might hold a stale scent. Make a habit of airing out your clothes. If you wear a sweater today, hang it up in a well-ventilated spot overnight rather than shoving it immediately into a crowded closet. Fresh air and sunlight are natural deodorizers. If you have a porch or a clothesline, letting a coat hang outside for an hour on a breezy day can refresh it remarkably well. Think about footwear, too. Feet sweat, regardless of age. Seniors often wear sensible, sturdy shoes for stability, which is excellent for safety. However, many sturdy shoes are made of heavy materials that don't breathe. If you wear the same pair of shoes every single day, they never have a chance to dry out completely inside. This creates a permanent dampness in the shoe that breeds bacteria. If possible, rotate your shoes. Wear one pair on Monday, a different pair on Tuesday, and go back to the first pair on Wednesday. Giving them 24 hours to rest and dry out keeps them, and your feet, smelling much better. Change your socks daily, and choose wool or cotton socks over synthetic ones. The internal factor, hydration, and diet. Finally, we cannot ignore what goes inside the body. Our hydration levels directly impact the concentration of our sweat. As we age, our sense of thirst often diminishes. We might not feel thirsty even when our body needs water. If we are dehydrated, our sweat becomes more concentrated with salts and waste products, which can have a stronger smell. Drinking water is one of the simplest ways to flush your system and dilute perspiration. You don't need to drink gallons, but sipping water steadily throughout the day keeps your internal systems running cleanly. If you don't like plain water, herbal teas or water flavored with a slice of lemon are wonderful alternatives. Certain foods can also affect body odor. Strong spices, garlic, onions, and certain vegetables like broccoli can release sulfur compounds through the skin. This doesn't mean you should stop eating them. They are very healthy, but be aware of the connection. If you have a special event or a doctor's appointment and you are worried about odor, you might choose lighter meals the day before. Alcohol and caffeine can also contribute to sweating and changing body scent. Moderation is key. Observe your own body. Do you notice a difference in how you feel and smell when you drink more water? Most people find their skin looks better and their energy is more stable when they are well hydrated. A routine of self-respect. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the hidden spot behind the ears to the type of fabric in your shirts and the way you wash your back. It might seem like a lot to remember, but you don't have to do it all at once. Pick one small change to start. Maybe tomorrow morning, you will simply take an extra minute to dry the skin between your toes and under your arms with cool air. Or perhaps you will buy a long-handled brush next time you are at the store. Remember, this isn't about shame. It is about comfort. When you feel clean, you feel lighter. You feel more ready to welcome a visitor, hug a loved one, or simply sit in your favorite chair and enjoy a quiet afternoon. Caring for your body is a form of gratitude for all the years it has carried you. I would love to hear from you now. Which of these small adjustments sounds most helpful to your daily routine? Or do you have a favorite hygiene tip that you swear by? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I always enjoy reading your wisdom and experiences. If you found this guide helpful and comforting, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are building a community here focused on living well, staying healthy, and enjoying our later years with dignity and joy. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.